All right, so I'm here to talk about tennis right here on Weekend Sports Extra. You know, when it's weekend time, Daniel Ejibwe is here to give you every dose of sporting events in the world. It's not just about football. Here we talk about everything sports. We talk about boxing, we talk about tennis, we talk about football, we talk about NBA basketball, anything NFL, anything sports. So every weekend we bring you bits and pieces of everything sports. Now, on this episode, we are talking about tennis. I know my tennis fans are out there. US Open is just done, and of course, both the men and the women edition or Opens, we have got champions in the world of tennis. Now, let me start off with the men. Before the men, a lot of people coming in the US Open were thinking it's going to be the normal deja vu. It's going to be Carlos Alcaraz, it's going to be the Novak Djokovic, it's going to be the Daniel Medvedev, it's going to be the like of Stefanos Tsitsipas, it's going to be the Juan Martin Del Potro. But what did we got? It was a shocker that the likes of Novak bowed out of the competition in the early rounds. Another shocker was Carlos Alcaraz. They bowed out from the competition. So we're obviously looking at the new blood, the new guns, who would have been the new US Open. So what was your expectation? Which player were you tipping? Was it the likes of Taylor Fritz? Was it the likes of Jannik Sinner? Was it the likes of Francis Tiafoe? Was it the likes of Daniel Medvedev? Was it the likes of Alexander Zverev? But obviously, we all saw that in the final was Jannik Sinner and Taylor Fritz. I was not surprised with the way Jannik Sinner became so much powerful in that particular final. So congrats to the two of them. I mean, my obvious tip was Jannik Sinner, and of course he made himself proud over there. So fast forward, I go and ask the question that now we all know that when it comes to the all-time Grand Slam, Novak Djokovic have got 24 Grand Slams, Rafael Nadal 22, we have Roger Federer 20, the likes of Pete Sampras 14, and of course Andre Agassi and the likes are down there. A lot of people were saying that the new kid on the block was Carlos Alcaraz. But with what you saw in the US Open, do you think that he can rise to the occasion, he can rise to the good status, he can get to the top 3 of the Novak Djokovic, the Roger Federer, and the Rafael Nadals? That's another debate and another question or another topic for another day. Of course, this episode, tennis, we are talking right here on this particular weekend extra episode on Netflix. Remember, if you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the first time you are watching, you need to subscribe to the channel and of course make here your #1 sports channel in the whole wide world. My name is Daniel Ejibwe. Now let me swing to the women's edition. Of course, for the past 10 years, we have been getting, ever since we had the likes of Serena Williams dominating, I mean, when she started declining, each and every Grand Slam, there's a new champion. So obviously, the bettors were not confused when they said there's going to be a new winner in the women's edition. But I was surprised when the likes of Coco Gauff bowed out to the competition, the likes of Iga Swiatek, I mean, all of them, Xuan Hin, all of them couldn't make it to the final. And of course, we saw a new winner in the US Open. I mean, I was not surprised with Sabalenka, the Belarusian, Aryna Sabalenka. She won in the women's category. I mean, in the final, it was between Sabalenka, the Belarusian, and of course, Jessica Pegula. But I mean, it was a straight set for Sabalenka. She won. This is her 3rd final Grand Slam won. So currently, she has 3 to her laurels or to her side, I mean, after winning. So a couple of months ago, she lost her partner in a suicide. I mean, she came out to tweet or made a claim that they were even divorced before his demise. So congrats to the Belarusian Sabalenka for winning her US Open. This is her 3rd Grand Slam in her journey. So we are going to watch video of her dressing room after she won. What happened in the dressing room? Remember, this channel, when it comes to Weekend Sports Extra, we give you highlights, but these are highlights on any other day you might not see. My producers are ready to roll. So, cameras rolling, let's go and watch the dressing room of Sabalenka when she won her Grand Slam Open in the US. All right, so you saw the celebrations from Sabalenka after she won her US Open, and obviously it was a joyful moment. I mean, it's something that it never happens in a lifetime. So when anytime somebody wins a Grand Slam, you got to really celebrate her. So that's Sabalenka. I'll be taking you to the moment before she won the Grand Slam. So those of you who watch Champions League final, you know, when Champions League are being played, and after the final whistle, you see somebody that writes the name of the current club that had won. I quite remember there was this question on Twitter that, let me say it in Chi, Akwane or Chochro clubs the Dingo Champions League. No, you trying to say the Din is saying, I mean, please, I don't know. Maybe I have to do my research. My producers will tell me, of course. So this one, we have Akwan and also the US Open, the name of the winner on the trophy. So I'll show you the moment that he was watching the final break point before being crowned and when he was writing the name. So let's go watch that video, and when we come back, we get to wrap up the show on this episode of Tennis on Weekend Sports Extra. All right, so as I did promise you, on Weekend Sports Extra on Netflix TV on YouTube, we bring you every highlight you need to watch. But these are highlights, are rare moments, are rare highlights you always or any other they see on some channels. So I've brought you the jubilation moment in the camp of Aryna Sabalenka, and I made you watch when the person or the man who writes the names of the winners on that particular trophy. So he was also doing his thing over there. Remember to subscribe to the channel on Netflix TV. My name is Daniel Ejebwedi. So after US Open, the next Grand Slam is when they are going to next year. We'll have, normally the Australian Open is being played between January and February. We have the French Open that comes off, and then we get to Wimbledon, and the last Grand Slam is the US Open. The Australian Open is the Plexi hard courts, and we've got the French clay, which is the clay tournament. That's the French Open. We've got the grass court, which is the Wimbledon, and of course we have another hard court, which is the US Open. Do you think Serena Williams can come back and make it number 24, or do you think she's done and dusted? Do you think Novak can continue the GOAT status and challenge Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, or you think the world is not being fair to Novak Djokovic when it comes to the GOAT status in Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer? One of these days, we'll be doing argument on various topics. So, for example, who is the GOAT when it comes to tennis? It could be Novak, Rafa, or Roger Federer. One of these days, we'll be coming up with the argument of course, the Lionel Messi and then Cristiano Ronaldo. So that will be another topic for another discussion. My name is Daniel Ejebwedi. Subscribe to Flex TV on YouTube. Put your notification bell. Let's have the conversation going in the comment section. And of course, we'll give you quality and nothing but the best when it comes to world of sports. This is the sports edition of Weekend Sports Extra, and it's the tennis right here on Netflix TV. It's bye-bye for now. Hello viewers, welcome to Netflix.